Hi, it's Mids from My Life Mids. Thank you so much for being here today. I want to work today in my One Book July challenge, and for One Book July I have decided to work in my art journal, and it is the Dialog from Dyan Reaveley. It is right here. Actually, I'm going to take it out so that it will be easier to see. And actually I'm going to also take this out as well. I might refer to this for some prompts as well. This is from London Gifties, and there's some journaling prompts. So if I run out of ideas, I might take a prompt from here. I'm housing this in my Shakespeare Lewis, and this is in the Bennett color. I will of course be doing an update several weeks from now, but I just wanted to share that with you. So far, I will also post the link down below to the One Book July if you are not aware of the challenge, but I haven't really touched it in the past week. I started strong with it and then I fizzled out, as I usually do. I have posted a journal with me spread with this part here, and then yeah, so I don't know, I want to challenge myself. Like I said, I want to be accountable for what I said, so I want to work in this book. I want to finish this for the month of July, and hopefully I'll be able to do a nice flip through for you. I grabbed some things. This is from Little Raven Ink. I was watching Rhomany from Rhomany's Realm. She's also she's one of the co-hosts, or one of the main 4 ladies that run the One Book July challenge, but she was mentioning Junk Journal July as well, so I had to look that up. And so I think for the month of July I will refer to maybe one of these prompts, or maybe I'll stick to one of these ones here. This is from Meg Journals, and I believe she also has a YouTube, but I think her presence is bigger on Instagram. Anyways, I will link everything down below if I can find everything. So I thought I might use one of these headings. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do today, but I just want to turn the camera on, and I don't want to say force myself, because I'm not forcing myself. I really want to work in here, but I feel like I'm kind of stuck on this page, and maybe I should skip it then if I don't feel up to it. What do you do if you don't have an idea? Do you skip it and then come back? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just skip it. I'm not sure. Let me bring my markers. I forgot to bring my markers. So I am using the Posca markers here, and it's a 15 pack. It has all these different colors, so I'll use that, and then we're just going to chat and kind of journal together. Yeah, I'm just stuck here. I'm not too sure what to do. And I've seen Dyan Reaveley. She does these like really cool cutouts, but then I'm not too sure what to do with it. I think it looks so neat, but I'm not too sure what to do with it. So I've left some tags here. I wrote here big bold florals. Oh, this is from Courtney Diaz, just some ideas. I think this is a quote that I was thinking of writing down here. Let's try that out then. I'm just going to go with it because I'm on camera with you. So I'm going to sit down now. My voice might be a little bit distant, but I'm going to try my best to speak up. I know in the past my voice has been soft, so I'm going to try my best to speak up. And yes, so let's write this quote. It says, I'm writing an unauthorized autobiography. Alright, so let's grab, what color is good? Let's do this bright pink maybe, or red. Yeah, let's do pink. Actually, I kind of want to blend it in with this background, so I think I'll do this orange color. It's not the bright orange, but it's more of like a subdued orange. So before I write, I usually try and think about how I want to write it. So I'm thinking up here I'll write, I'm writing an unauthorized autobiography. I don't know how that's going to fit. I'm just going to go with it though. Autobiography is not going to fit. It's really squished there. Let's make... So one of the main goals for this art journal is to let myself be more free. I think sometimes with Hobonichi and my other, like especially my travel journal, traveler's notebook, I think way too much about placement and making sure everything is in chronological order and like to some extent. And I think with this I just really want to be messy. Like there's a lot of holes here and there, and obviously the wording is the lettering spacing between the letters is really off, and I think that's okay. I want to make sure I write down the author of this quote, so I'll write it right here, Stephen Wright. Yeah, I just want to become more loose and free with my journaling. I think I spend too much time on, like I said, placement and things, so that's done. I recently discovered this website called Unsplash. I found that out from Courtney Diaz. She is Little Raven Ink on her Patreon, and a lot of this is just a picture that I took myself, but I want to make more like tip-ins that are not your typical like square shape or rectangle shape. I think I might cut that out. This one I want to cut out as well. I don't know, I think it'll be fun, and these are all royalty free and you can use them for personal use. So I cut them out, I printed them out nice and big, so I thought maybe I can, I don't know, collage it in somewhere. Maybe I'll do this one over here. What do you think? Let's cut that out. I think I want to tip this in on this side here, so I'll just cut out this shape. I'll just cut out this shape here. So I wrote down on a post-it note some topics to kind of chat about. Some people seem to enjoy listening to my life here in Tokyo, Japan. So if you're new here, hello. I'm Canadian actually. Yeah, and I moved here in 2013. Gosh, I keep forgetting. And I want to mention some things that kind of caught my attention when I first came here. It kind of sticks up, but I think that's okay. I think that would be fun. Or maybe I'll glue this part down, and then this part I can just keep it as a flap. So not this, I was thinking of putting this as a tip in and letting this whole thing open up, but maybe I'll just actually glue this strip down, and then that will be the tip-in part. So yes, I wrote on the post-it note things I could chat about with you, or things that I've noticed when I first moved here, things that I couldn't find in Canada or Toronto. So one thing I wrote down is dessert buffets. Actually, I've never been to one. It's always tempting to go to a dessert buffet and try it out because they have all these different cakes and, you know, as you can imagine, a dessert buffet. And the dessert here is really good. I really like the dessert in Japan because the amount of sugar is not too much. It's not too, compared to North America, it's not too much. Sometimes it is a bit much, like the Japanese style desserts, but what am I looking for? Washi tape. So yeah, they have dessert buffets here, and like I said, I've never been to one, but I know a lot of the places have all you can eat dessert, so all you can eat cakes and ice creams and puddings and whatever they might have. And then there's like a section for like this salty. So I know for myself, I like to balance with salty and sweet, especially if I go to a buffet. I will have like the main course, I'll dabble into some dessert, and if I'm still up for it, I'll go back to salty. So with the dessert buffets, they have this like sweet salty area, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I want to try it, but I don't think I would get the money's worth. I don't know if I could eat that much cake in one sitting. Maybe one day when my kids are a lot older and they're up for it, we can go together, but my husband's doesn't have a really big sweet tooth, so yeah. So that's neat. I can write something there. I'm not going to force it. I think I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to leave it, and if I want to come back to it, I will. So what should I do here? I've been really enjoying these like interesting shaped cutouts. That's not really gonna fit though. I don't even know what I want to. I'm not sure. I was gonna cut out my daughter. I don't know, it's so cute. Like when they're a certain age, they like to sleep with their arms up. My son too, and my son doesn't do it anymore, and I wanted to document that because I'm gonna miss it for sure. Like when I think about how fast they're growing. So the other thing, my other Hobonichi, my journal with me session, the Hobonichi, I was going to talk about my car, and then I ended up talking about paper towels. And it was so interesting to read that other people like understood what I felt like and was experiencing the same thing. It's so interesting to hear from other people as well. Maybe I should have printed her a little bit bigger. I think if I do that here, it's gonna get cut up. Maybe I'll just cut these out while I have you on camera. So our car, we purchased a car several years ago for, I think, around 2,000 to 2,000. I thought it was 2,500, but my husband's like, no, it's around 2,000. So it's around $2,000, which is not bad at all for a used car. I think it's a really great price. It's crazy. The mileage here, it's so low for the used cars. I know in Canada, back home, every year, I think the average is around 20,000 kilometers per year. On average is what I'm guessing. But yeah, people don't even drive their cars. Like it's common to drive your car up to 100,000 back home. Everybody drives and uses, not everybody, but the majority of people, or a lot of people, use a car for transportation, especially if you're not living in the city. So 20,000 kilometers per year, I think, is average. I might be mistaken and I might be making that number up, but where was I going with this? Yes, so the mileage on the used cars here it's very, very low. People don't, if you find a car that's over 50,000 kilometers, it's common to find a used car under 50,000 and for a really good price. So it's nice for us. It's nice for me to see, like, we'll have to purchase another car because our car we bought several years ago for $2,000. It's starting to wear down, and we've already fixed it once recently, and then now there's another problem, and that one last fix that we did was $1,000, and it's like half the price of the car. So it's like I don't know if we should spend another $1,000 to fix it again. It's not really worth it. So that's what I originally wanted to talk about in my journal with me. I'm not sure what I want to do here. Let's look at one of these prompts. So I also wanted to try out collaging because, I mean, I don't want to say I'm an expert. I'm not an expert, but I do have fun with layering pieces of paper together, but I'm not comfortable with, or I don't feel comfortable with like graphic collaging. I don't know, is that the terminology? Like grabbing someone's head and then adding like an eye and lips and things. Like I'm not I'm not comfortable with it. So I want to try that in the art journal as well. I think, is there one here? Yeah, this one here is from Courtney. She made that. So I think I'm going to try to do piecing together some collage bits. I've cut some things out from like magazines here, like free flyers, I guess. Not really magazines, but maybe I can try something. I don't know. This is gonna be hard. But yes, how are you doing? It's hot and humid in Japan. In Tokyo it's the rainy season now, so oh, there's one from Courtney. Maybe I could just use that. I think it's a bit small, so I'm gonna hold it over here. I should have printed out these out a little bit bigger, eh? Or maybe like this would be fun using. I'm not sure. So it's later on in the day and now I'm here doing a voiceover because my daughter decided to join me. She really likes to see me journaling and she likes to participate as well. So yes, I decided on taking Courtney Diaz's collage elements and using her eyes. Yes, I'm just kind of fussy cutting the eyes out and using that and trying to create a creature or some kind of, I guess creature is the best word, I'm not really sure, or a person, and piecing the bits together. So I have two separate eyes, and then I cut out the melon or cantaloupe for like a headpiece. And then the elements on the bottom, such as the legs, right now I'm taping down the legs, and the body piece, the torso, is also from Courtney Diaz as well. She's really great at collaging. She just puts it all together so effortlessly, and I just take way too much time trying to kind of not match, but trying to see what looks good together, or I don't know. I don't think there are any rules. It's part of kind of having fun, and the mismatch colors and shapes and things is what makes it fun and quirky. But I just have a hard time kind of letting loose and going with the flow, and I overthink way too much. But anyways, I just add some dot liner tape runner and I add that to the page. I decide to draw a heart there with the Posca, and it didn't kind of, I felt like it wasn't vibrant enough, so I just outlined it with some red. And then on the left hand side there, the flap here, I decide to write a quote. I wasn't really sure what to do with that side, but I thought maybe, I guess a quote would be the best. And then I added the border with the yellow Posca marker just to add a bit of pop of color. It didn't really show up well, but with Dyan Reaveley, she always kind of doodles a little bit extra. So I was just kind of trying to add a little color to the page, even if it's not very noticeable, just that little pop of yellow kind of peeking through. And she also does a lot of outlining of her collage elements in her Dyalog, Dylusions. So I picked out this mint green Posca marker, just kind of giving it an outline. I didn't want like the harsh black outline, so I decided to do it in this green color. It's kind of soft, but it also adds a bit of definition as well to the creature. And I think I end this video by writing the quote down On the left hand side of the flap, I'm just trying to figure out the spacing and I don't know, are you the type that just goes with it or do you pencil it out first and then erase the pencil marks later? I tend to just go for it. Even in my Hobonichi Techo, with the Hobonichi challenge doodles, I just kind of end up going for it and winging it for some reason. It's weird. For those types of things, I just go for it, and then on certain like collage and those kind of elements, I overthink and I take up way too much time. But anyways, I think that's it for this video. I really do need to film a follow-up to my One Book July challenge. Just a spoiler alert, it didn't go very well, but I do still want to share with you my completed pages in my art journal, so stay tuned for that, and I want to say thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.